Okay, look, I don't need history books to tell me the truth. I lived it. I remember my first office job. I thought I would feel proud, steady paycheck, seat at the desk. Instead, I felt hollow, meetings stacked up like bricks in a wall I couldn't climb. Spreadsheets swallowed my hours, rows of numbers nobody would even remember by Friday. My brain felt like it was leaking, drained into cubicle walls. And during my lunch breaks, I would escape outside just to breathe, just to see the sky, to remind myself that the world existed beyond the fluorescent lights. And when I got home, I was too void to do anything meaningful. Even picking up a book felt like too much. And weekends, they weren't rest, they were recovery marathons. 2 days to numb out before Monday came again. And then came the collapse, depression. In my final year at the university, writing my thesis, I woke up one morning with zero will to go on. No drama, I just empty. And it took therapy, medication, long nights talking to a therapist to crawl back. And it took me years to realize why. You see, my purpose sort of evaporated. I chased a degree, believing that this was the path. And once I had it, everything after felt hollow. No vision, no dream, just the looming script of wage slavery. And I met colleagues trapped by mortgages, and they stayed in jobs they hated out of debt. They traded freedom for a roof and a bank's timeline. I've seen that look so many times, just shoulders stooped, eyes glazed, living not for themselves, but for a mortgage company, man. I talk about the fact that I buy lottery tickets every week, and it's not to win, but to imagine a life worth living, a cabin, time to write, time to breathe. But when the jackpots hit billions, I would freeze because I couldn't dream of anything that big. Because this is what happens. Work erodes imagination. It whispers survival is the only goal. And it's not just personal, it's systemic. And burnout is everywhere. A 2025 study found that 82% of employees are at risk of burnout, marking a dramatic rise. And 2/3 of workers are already burnt out, the highest rates on record. And in the UK, 85% of workers reported symptoms of burnout, with nearly half taking time off for mental health. Globally, mental disorders like depression and anxiety cause 12 million lost working days a year, costing the world economy $1 trillion in productivity lost. In the US, around 76% of employees report burnout, depression, or anxiety symptoms. This isn't individual weakness. This is structural collapse. We're not just tired. We're broken by a system that consumes our lives and leaves us empty. So, what do we do? Well, first, I think that we have to stop waiting for work to save us. Work won't. It was never meant to.